meant for adult audiences only. If you are easily offended, you are choosing to be offended by continuing to watch. If jokes upset you, whether bad or good, you might end up crying. Being a bitch in life is difficult, I imagine, but you must find a way to continue. For all the haters and lurkers, hope you enjoy the show. For the bigot army, enjoy the show. Don't be a pussy.
そうだ。テレビつけてもいいぞ。
冒険アニメ。
よりによって。
サイレンサー付きの拳銃だと。
ワクワク。
Here we go! Lucha, 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 lucha! It's the way of life!
There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call
the Grifter Zone.
Oh, you found your moo.
My crew is big and it keeps getting bigger. That's 'cause Jesus Christ is.
Man, I want to get drunk in a hotel room with you.
That might be taken out of context.
Gay, gay, gay.
Oh. Hypno. How is it my fault? What? The bracket gifted this and I'm immediately called an anti-Semite? Come on, dog.
Bruh.
What are these characters? Nazi furry? Hypno, why would you do this to me? Said, welcome to Goonergate. Protect your booty hole.
What's up, nerds? It's Alyssa Mercante, Kotaku senior editor, and
nobody even wants you here.
And I would take her to Chili's, maybe. You know, like, genuinely, I just want the best for her. Genuinely.
Listen, if it was consensual and you didn't hate the Jews, I'd fuck the shit out of you. I would.
What did he say? People are gonna clip that. You know that I don't.
Clip it. I know you don't. Come on. But that's the thing. Why can't we have fun?
Bruh. That's an interesting way of putting. That makes sense.
He's jealous. Fuck yeah. Been knew I was that bitch. I didn't need a man to tell him to fuck.
And Hypnotic again, member for 1 month. Thank you. Enjoy First Berserker. What's that black stuff between an elephant's toes? Slow natives. Wait.
Wild.
Yeah. On the other end of the spectrum. Yes.
Okay.
I'd say that goes out of dad into dark, but sure, yeah.
Definitely dark.
Somebody replies and it says, "This is embarrassing." And he says, "Not as embarrassing as your take on trans kids. It was not researched. It was cruel and it had no basis in facts. So forgive me if I don't take all your takes that seriously." Who's this person?
Bruh.
Look at the fucking thumbnail. God of Cock Meltdown. Oh my God, look at this. Oh man. Yeah, sure. Trans kids, for sure, man.
Right, but you're giving an opinion on an article with a headline that's inflammatory. So the fact that you're giving an opinion on what's on screen,
Did
can
I
I
focus on the inflammatory nature of the headline?
well, can I assume that everything in this article you would agree with?
You shouldn't assume. It makes an ass out of yourself and me.
Okay, so then
down his timeline, you're gonna see a lot of ass and titties. Okay, me on my Twitter timeline, you ain't gonna see none of that. As a matter of fact, like I can show you, I can scroll down my entire news feed on Twitter. Why would you ruin my point? I'm trying. God damn, why would you ruin it? I didn't do that. I don't know who this chick is. Why would you do that? I can't even edit it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Someone you love been canceled? Have you been the target of online harassment because of something you said or refused to be compelled to say by the mob? Did you mistakenly think you could be an individual, form your own opinions, and keep all of your friends? Did your social credit score tanked because you had a conversation with, subscribe to, or follow someone who suffers from wrongthink? Have you been called a literal Nazi because you think taking care of one's physical health is important? Have you tried apologizing for your transgressions only to find out you actually poured gasoline on the they-them flames? Have you ever had a politically incorrect thought or, heaven forbid, made an off-color joke? Well, we here at the Office of the Cancelled are here for you. As a member of the club, we offer exclusive trading cards, flak jackets, lapel pins, access to bomb shelters, as well as audio tracks from based artists that are sure to pump you up for a day at the range and get some of that much-needed two-way therapy. Remember, folks, you're only canceled if you let yourself be canceled, and every one of those collectivist NPCs can go fuck themselves.
Eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. Eat the cat, eat the cat.
I'll wait some time because the longer we wait, like the more realistic it'll be, you know, when he comes back to life. The touch of the black man in a woke story. The God hand shining down, shining upon thee. White man as you lay down. Cis white man and couple in background. Understand the power of a black man is a God hand.
Pro-black Twitter!
I breathe life into you. One touch is not enough from greatness. One touch from the black man. Watch me do it again. Kneel and be amazed at the touch of the black man. I bring life. I bring life.
Pro-black Twitter hoes!
That's right! That's right!
Robocock, don't clip that, no!
Bruh.
Oh God, that's getting clipped.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Oh shit. I was doing so good tonight too.
I'm talking to you! Drops, retard. Robocock.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Hypnocast. That's right, we are live, boys. We are live. We're going to dive down the rabbit hole that is known as the internet. But before we do that, you need to get in very closely, uncomfortably close. Hold on. Let me lower myself down here. There we go. Look at that. Perfect. Bring it in close. Come on, let's go. Bring it in. If you're watching on YouTube, like the stream. That's right. If you're watching on Rumble, like the stream. If you're watching on Twitter, like the post. And if you are watching on Twitch right now, at this very second, and you don't have a like button, I'm telling you right now, you will get double penetrated by multiple unemployed journalists that are desperately looking for a job right now. Don't let it happen. So like the stream, boys. Like the stream, figure it out. Can I get a mic check, please? Mic check, titty check, balls check. What are we checking, man? What are we checking today? My God. Like, you know what's crazy? First off, Farrell says, wait, you actually have a Twitch channel? No, I do have a Twitch channel that I don't focus on, by the way, but I just stream there just because. Because I like to multi-stream everywhere. I stream to 4 different places. What are we checking today, man? We got a lot. We got a lot we're checking today, man. It is crazy. It's crazy out there. Save Smash JT check? I can't save him. I can't save him. He's terrible. Terrible. We still love him, but he's terrible. Testicular fortitude check? Fair enough. Western gaming media implodes check? Facts. Hypnotic hates man buns check? I suppose. Journals got felted check? Pretty much. Biting sandfly check? Can Smash parry? No. No. VTuber drama. Oh my God, dude. I watched. So I was bored earlier today. It doesn't really happen very often. And I watched Asmongold's video on the Cinder stuff because you guys kept bringing up Cinder. And I'm like, I have no idea who this is. So I watched a video from Asmongold about Cinder. Wow. I am so glad that I don't care about that shit. I'm never doing that again. That was a bad move. That was 17 minutes of nonsense. Holy shit. Wow. It was like going back to junior high school, not even high school, like literally going back to fucking junior high school girl drama bullshit. Like, wow. Oh my God. Never doing that again. Hypnotic defeated by Berserker check? Yes, yes. Unfortunately, I got owned. I got owned by, what was his name? Maluka? Fuck him. Whoever his name. But I'm going to beat him in the next stream. I'm telling you, I already know what's coming. I already know what's happening. Poly check. Bomb check. Fair enough. Fair enough. Hypnotic can't dodge Maluka check. Are we seriously bringing this up again? Are we bringing this up again? All right. I already feel bad about it. All right. But you're a VTuber? Not anymore. All right. I am going to start a new genre of YouTube, and it is called animated PNGs. That's what we're going to call it, ladies and gentlemen. Animated PNGs. We're not going to call it VTubing. Double, triple check. Fair enough. Watching Hypnotic while gaming check. I'll go with that. I'll go with that. All right, guys, listen. Our ESG scores are at their maximum. We are fully funded. Like the stream, boys. Like the stream. All right, guys. Can I get a... I already did that. I fucked up. Let's do the Big Army roll call. Let's see who is in the chat right now. Aside from former Kotaku urinalist. What a day today has been, bro. I am like wired. You know what's crazy? I don't smoke, I don't drink, and yet I feel so wired right now. I don't know what it is. I think I'm just naturally high right now on life energy. But that's whatever. Anyway, aside from former Kotaku urinalists, black samurais that unfortunately do exist, and people that are called Will of the Fans that have amazing YouTube channels. You thought I was going to troll you, huh? You thought I was going to fucking troll you, huh? You should have thought better. You should have thought better. We got Fabian Moreno. We got Alice in Blunderland. Angry Wolverine 2060. Blue-Eyed Scorpio. GDR, the legend. War Maniac 209. Jeremiah Maxwell. The Voice in the Water. We got Audio Pollution, the legend. He said he was new here last time. That means he has returned for Hypnocast. So we have earned his view. That's awesome. He says, finished Expedition 33 needs something to fill the void. Nothing's going to fill the void right now. Hypno never picks my name last. Voice is here. Blue Octopussy with the bluest pussy in all of YouTube. It's a fact. Felstev. Michael T. The Gaming Wolf 87. Valerian LT. Skibbity Dibbity. Slay Every Game. Paul Byersmith. Tiger King. Nick Havoc. Greg Geiger. Kay the Gounet Queen. Piranha Pal, Lionheart, Melody Johnson, Peaches and Cream, Angry Wolverine 2060, Matthew Buckley, Barry Stroud, Connor Girardi, Backbone EJ8, The True Aztec Warrior, Andrew Stewart, Old Man Cad, My Pissed Off Gen X Ass is Oliver Adam, Odin, Falstaff, Infernal Hell Knight, Stinrox, Tim Grove, what's up, Tim? Commander Sonok, Craig Browning, Mifune Takumi, Will of the Fans, Luck E, Dak, The Devil Max, Alice in Blunderland again, Secret Final Boss, Jason Alador. We got Tiger King, Jay Sims, Cray, Ulysses, Hath Not Seen, Taffy M, Dead Star, Xavier, Panzer Tank. All right, guys, 4 more people, and that's it. 4 more people is all I can afford to call out today. And that is it. We got Rudoka. We got Jose Hernandez. We got Steve the Lynx. Sergeant Sapien. Christopher Lloyd. Anime Mania 500. Cookie Kaiju. Blood Corpse Gamer says, what's up, bro? What's up, man? How you doing? Squirrel Sorcerer. Duncan the Funky Evans. What's up, man? That's a hell of a name you got there. We got Hypno Chair asking Melody Johnson to bounce on Hypno Chair. That is that's amazing. She can't though. It's not allowed. Alucard. Diz the Chair stream. Jesus Christ, this is happening. This is really happening. Sleeping Nova. This is really happening. Mystic Vegeta. Radio Chimp. Cinevere Stalker Supreme. And then last but not least, we got Hath Not Seen. We got Triple J Jr. And then we got St. Hugo. And then the one and the only Raging Furball. All right, guys, listen, I called out as many people as I possibly could. Sacrifice your fellow Bigot Army member. And let's see who is going to get the massive money shot today. Let's go. Let's go. Who's going to get it? I'm looking. That was 22. Listen, that was 4. I don't know what's wrong with you. Blue Octopussy, you don't know how to count. That was 4 people. We got Infernal Hell Knight saying no Diddy, Robocock, no Jaffe, no Yasuke, no Kanye West. That's has been a while since I've seen Kanye West. To repent and then to go down times 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, come on, man. He was just trying to celebrate his happiness. He was just trying to celebrate his happiness. Why did you do that, Infernal Hell Knight? Why did you do that? Oh, man. With the fast snipe. Jesus. Well, I'm sorry, Michael T. I hope this doesn't ruin your happiness. But you are the recipient of the money shot today.
Oh! Oh! Oh.
What the?
I feel so bad. Like the stream. Poor guy, man. He was just trying to be happy. That's all he was trying to do. And now he's covered. It's quite unfortunate. It's pretty gay. All right, guys, listen. We got a lot we got to talk about today. I know I always say the world is on fire because truthfully it is half the time. But today especially is a very interesting day, okay? I can't even keep up with half of the shit that's going down, so I'm only going to talk about the things that I would normally talk about and that interests me, which has to be the following. So number 1, we have a massive closure, or I should say a massive sale, not really a massive closure, of Polygon, one of the longest-running gaming journalism websites, has officially been sold off to the same company that owns The Gamer, and they have fired the majority of their staff. We're going to get into that. We are always going to get into the simple fact that Jeff Grubb, a man who does not like me for whatever reason, because I don't really talk about him that often. I guess it's got to be with Smash JT. I really don't know. But Jeff Grubb, he has officially been fired from his job as well on the same day that Polygon got fired. Now, you got to imagine people are saying, well, did he work for Polygon? The answer is no. because the company that he works for is also doing massive layoffs right now. So it's very interesting. So we got two different journalist outlets that are suffering massive layoffs right now. So we're going to talk about that. And if you guys don't remember who Jeff Grubb is the man that allegedly stole the story from Smashed AT and Grums about BioWare and tried to pass it off as his own and had all the other journalists source him as the main source of information because nobody wanted to reference the chuds on YouTube that talked about it literally a month before he did. But that's besides the point. So it came around and now he's out of a job. We are also going to talk about some leaks from Battlefield, some supposed sequels to Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown, the game that flopped for Ubisoft. And, of course, we are going to talk about one of the biggest news that is spreading all throughout the industry right now. And that has to do with the fact that Xbox is raising their prices of their video games, their consoles, and their accessories. Because we all saw that was going to happen from a mile away. The dominoes are starting to fall on the gaming industry, and we are here for it, and we're going to talk about it. So before we get into all of these topics, we also got some other side ones too. Before we get into all these topics, ladies and gentlemen, we got to do the #1 segment on YouTube. We got to do the #1 segment on Rumble. We got to do the #1 segment that causes the meltdown of a bunch of brand new unemployed journalists. This segment is known all around the world as the pre-stream legend.
Money, print money, cash, money, well, capitalism, raise a bunch of money, more money, heaps and heaps of money, print money, cash, money, well, capitalism, raise a bunch of money, super chat, money.
As salty as the sea, calling us no-code names. SJW screaming, but it's money they blame. Burning with envy, they're falling flat. They can't handle the sound of a super chat.
All right. Let's get into the pre-stream legends, ladies and gentlemen. Starting us off with this fucking guy, bro. Look at this guy. This guy, Old Man Cad. He really should be called Old Man Legend because this guy just became a bigot army general. That is the highest tier of army that you could possibly go. And he became a bigot army general. That is 8-bit Eric Worthy. Shout out to Old Man Cad becoming a bigot army general. Thank you, man. We got Dragon with a 2. Says YouTube is gay. Polycon is done. Dragon has a vendetta against YouTube because YouTube shadow banned him. Piece of shit platform. We got Ali Kusanagi gifting 1 Hypnotic membership. Thank you, Ali Kusanagi. I appreciate you. And then we got Adair Soto gifting 1 Hypnotic membership, not once, but twice. Shout out to Adair Soto. I appreciate you. And then we are going to plot twist and switch over to Rumble, where we have Adam Juneman for $1 saying Smashed AT is going to have new clips from the train wreck of a debate. I should have watched Star Trek Discovery over that. I told you guys, I literally, if you didn't watch me on Griftcast, you can go see what my comments were about that stream before it went live. Everything I said was going to happen in that stream literally happened to the T. I only watched a few minutes of it because I had to prep for Hypnocast, but it was a clusterfuck. And it literally was pointless. The entire thing was pointless. There's no reason for that to happen whatsoever. And all Smash AT did was fall right into the trap. That's all it was. Then we got Adam Juman with $1. So animated people who are gay. Animated PNG. I see what you did there. I see what you did there, you son of a bitch. I see it. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. Then we are switching back over to YouTube, where we got Just in Time for a 2. JDA is so fake, Kourtney Kardashian's tits are jealous. Wow. That's a lot of lore. That's a lot of lore. Yeah, I think I would say that's probably accurate, but again, I don't know how fake her tits are exactly, but I gotta imagine, considering she's a Kardashian, it's probably very fake. So it just depends. We got Dead Star with a 2. Smash JT did fine on the stream with JDA. Craziness. Well, it wasn't him on the stream with JDA. It was him on a stream with JDA and one of JDA's friends that was there to bolster JDA. Because, you know, even though he's there every Thursday, apparently, you would think that when you're trying to have a one-on-one conversation with someone that you wouldn't bring someone else in there. But, you know, hey, what do I know? What do I know? Xavier becomes a bigot army sergeant. Shout out to you, my friend. Thank you so much for becoming a second in rank sergeant. You are a legend. And then you got Will the Fans with a 50. JDA Smash debate was a pointless ambush job. Absolutely. That's literally all it was. And I saw it coming from a complete fucking mile away. I think anybody could have saw that coming, really, if they just thought about it for a couple of seconds. Because, again, like I said on Griftcast when I was playing First Berserker, I was like, why would I watch that, bro? Why would I watch what I already know was going to happen? These two guys are going to pretend to be civil to each other the entire time. They're not going to be nowhere near as forthcoming as they are on Twitter because nobody knows how to talk live compared to on Twitter. Everybody always can talk better when they have time to figure out what they're typing, but nobody has the gift of the gab much these days to be able to talk live and be able to handle themselves live. It just is what it is. Like, I've seen these kind of people throughout all my life, bro. I've seen them throughout all my life. So that's just literally what it is. Again, no shade to any one of them. I'm just flat out saying that's what it was. But it was. I'd rather just play my games. And Smash knows that. So, but thank you, Will the Fans. I appreciate that. We got Romanizer becoming a bigot army soldier. Shout out to Romanizer. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Then we got Eric Jenkins. What a 499 says, shout out to the #1 VTuber. I told you, PNG, animated PNG. That is what I'm going by now. On YouTube and probably Rumble, we demand the chair. Listen, I've already said so many times, the chair is not going to be the thing. All right? I know you guys want the chair. Some of you, not all of you. But unless I see some crazy dono, Griff, I am not making the chair thing. Absolutely not. Especially now that I know you wanted Eric Jenkins, I'm going to be extra stingy. I'm just kidding. I love you, man. Then we got GDR with a $20 banger. Shout out to GDR. I appreciate it. He says, say happy birthday to my friend Nick Gurr. Hey, Nick Gurr. I don't know if you're listening, but happy fucking birthday. Everybody say happy birthday to GDR's friend Nick Gurr in the chat right now. And it says, and like the fucking stream. Love the stream. Stroke. This is getting weird. Stroke the stream. And Smash JT horny doll reviews. Needs more misinformation. I miss the misinformation. What the fuck happened? What the fuck happened towards the end of that super chat? The fuck happened? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I know what GDR was trying to do at the beginning of the super chat. I know, but he's not going to catch me because I say my words properly. Hence why I separated the two names. I know what he's trying to do. Okay? Thank you, GDR, for the $20 banger. And then we got Valius with a 2. Says, like the stream, bigots. Hi, boss. What's up, bro? How you doing? And then we got Michael T with a 5 membership banger. Shout out to Michael JT. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. You are a legend. And then we got Flip Shazam with a 5. Says, currently at work trying to convince everyone that I am now HR. Good luck. Good luck with that, man. Good luck with that, brother. And then, oh, shit. Oh, we got our cuz giving us the first Kada nuke of the night. Shout out to our cuz with the 10 membership banger. Let's go. Thank you so much, my good man. I appreciate you. You are a legend. And then we got St. Hugo upgrading his membership to become second in rank as a Bigot Army Sergeant. What a legend. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And then we got Trey Burkhalter with a 5. If JDA wasn't too busy beating the he may stop being a cunt, but he is still a gay furry cunt. Allegedly, according to Trey Burkhalter. Shout out to you, my man. Old Man Cad for a 2. Animated PNG equals Puerto Rican needs games. I mean, to be fair, what's the fucking chances of that? What's the chances? What is the chances of that? I literally just read a super chat of Old Man Cad saying Puerto Ricans needs games, and I was literally about to say, well, I could always use more games, and then somebody gives me a game before I can. What's the chances of that? Holy shit. The timing is insanity. What is the chances of that? Who did that? Who did that? Hold on. Who the fuck did that? Let me look at that. Hold on. Bro, who did that? Fucking, yo, Scrap Gamer with the ultimate timed gifted game. And he gifted Assault Armored Girls War Vasselia. It's a 3D action game. Shout out to you, man. Holy shit, that was amazing. That was like real life perfect parry. That's a real life perfect parry. Thank you, man. Wow. And Old Man Cad, I agree. Like I was trying to say, I can always use more games. Yes, that's what I was trying to say. Youper with a 5 says, please, in the name of God, ignore the calls for the chair. I am ignoring the calls of the chair. Eric Jenkins with 4.99 says, someone send a 50 banger so I can stroke my GPU. Why did the chicken cross the road? To tell Hypno he is a animated PNGer and stroke the GPU. Thank you. Thank you, Eric Jenkins. I appreciate it. Slay every game for 2 chairs, knees, and VTubers forever. No. Secret Final Boss for 2. Tell Hypno Chair to go to bed like your kids. I can't. He is a sentient being. He's a sentient being. He doesn't go to bed. Smash JT. What a 5. To be fair, I knew it would be a useless stream. But hey, I wanted to at least try. If nothing else, lets people know where everyone stands. Bro, I don't think anybody needed to know where everyone stood because I'm pretty sure everyone knew where everyone stood. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, I mean, listen, whatever. It's your decision, my man. You are a grown man. You could do whatever you want to do. But for me personally, I could see the snake from a mile away. This is why I don't give these people attention. This is why I just focus on what I do. Because the one thing that they can't stand is you continuing to go on about your day with them having zero effect on anything that you do. So, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the 5. And good on you for at least trying. Felsteph, what a 5. Don't do Hypno Chair. Last thing you need is Smash JT saying you copied him. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Smash JT and Master the TDS are the ones that tried to make it a thing. I didn't want it. They pushed it on me. And then fucking AZN Swordmaster, he designs a chair in like 2 seconds. That's another gifted game. What is happening today? AZN Swordmaster created the fucking chair in like 2 seconds. I can't believe how fast he gifted the game. It was ridiculous. I mean, not gifted the game. Jeez, my brain is all over the place today. Made the chair. He made the chair in like 2 seconds. Anyway. Mr. Spangus Coffee just gifted Anime Redemption, which is a Wild Western game with anime girls. So Red Dead Redemption with anime tits. actually sounds kind of cool. I'm not going to lie to you. Thank you so much, Mr. Spangus Coffee. I appreciate you. And then, I didn't like that. Hold on. Let me like that. Then we got Anime Mania gifting 1 Hypnotic membership like a legend. Thank you so much, Anime Mania. And then we got Jesse Ritchie gifting 1 Hypnotic membership. Thank you, Jesse Ritchie. I appreciate you. And then we got this guy, GDR with a 5. No, Nick Gurr is my friend's YouTube handle. He is here with me watching the stream. We are getting drunk tonight. Okay, well, I will cover my bases and just make sure that I say his name separate and very distinct while also wishing him a happy birthday, if he's real. Then we got Alucard with a 5. Every beta wants to be a cuck. What the fuck? Old Man Cad for a 2. The force is strong with me. Old Man Cad, that was very scary. That was very scary how unbelievably good that timing was. So shout out to you, man. That was wild. That was wild. That's one of those things that you almost can't like repeat. We got Wandering Slacker with a $4.99. I gave GDA $5 for a super chat that JT wasn't there for. Here's for my repent. Yeah, why would you hate gift money? I don't understand people that do that. I've had haters do that to me, and I just take their money. That's it. I don't understand why people do that. But hey, at least you're repenting, so that's fine. Thank you for the 5. I appreciate you. Then we got Lucifer Morningwood. What a 5. I hate the chair meme. Keep it out of Hypnocast. Also, I need a raise. Okay. Well, I could definitely say the chair is going to stay away from Hypnocast. In terms of a raise, I don't know. You got to talk to your boss, man. Eric Jenkins with a $4.99. VTuber, also Cinder Model, is allegedly 50% off tier 5. Maybe? No. Then we got Lucifer Morningwood. Lucifer Morningwood upgraded his membership to become a bigot army general. Shout out to Lucifer Morningwood becoming a bigot army general. That's insane. We have a lot of generals now. I'm actually shocked how many generals we have. I got to go look at my back screen to see how many we have, but I think we're into double digits now. That's insane. Dragon Master with a 5. Made it. I'm here to watch you calm down before your training in Kazan tomorrow. Ha ha ha. Dragon Master is definitely enjoying this. Old Man Grim for a $4.99. Let's all laugh at the leftist gaming journals who became unemployed today. What was the saying again? Learn to code? It's either learn to code or put the fries in a bag. One of the two, but those sayings get thrown around a lot. Thank you, Old Man Grim. We got Flip Shazam with a 5. My alleged Mexican maintenance man is refusing to wear a sombrero and a poncho and passing out tamales for May 5th. Sounds like I need a new maintenance man. We got Vishanti becoming a bigot army sergeant all on his own. Shout out to you, man. Thank you so much. Rank number 2. I appreciate that. And then last on YouTube, we got Just in Time, a member for 2 months as a bigot army general. Says JDA is as disingenuous and hypocritical as any politician who will say anything for votes and clicks. What he did to Master the TDS was bigoted. Anyone who conflates their shows and profession trials with the Holocaust is a whiny bitch. Yeah, so I saw that whole Holocaust-like thing comparison and how he tried to bring up Gina Carano. Mind you, they're in totally different contexts, which is hilarious, by the way. But again, that's neither here nor there. It is what it is. I don't care about these people. I don't know how much I need to reiterate to people that like to keep bringing them up. And I love you. I appreciate the member chat. Don't take this any sort of way. I just want to make it clear. I have zero interest in these people. I have zero care in the world for these people. Seriously. Like, I don't give a fuck about these people. And all I want to do is continue to do what I've always done, which is cover the industry, talk about the issues that are going on, talk about the good things that are going on, and review my games. That is it. Every ounce of time that is wasted talking about these people, we could have talked about something else, in my opinion. That is how little of relevance and breath of air that I want to waste on these people. I'll put it to you this way. The fact that there was so much drama surrounding Smash JT and JDA's live stream, and all JDA can muster with all of the hate clicks, because there was a lot of it, all of the hate clicks in the world, and all you could muster was 250 concurrent viewers. I don't give a fuck, bro. I don't care. I don't care. It is fucking pointless, in my opinion. Again, all in my opinion. I don't know what's going on, but we keep getting gifted games today. So, what the fuck is this? Mr. Spanglish has gifted The Last of Waifus. What the fuck is this? The Last of Waifus. He says, since The Last of Us is a dead franchise, thanks to Neil Cuckman, this must be the new thing. What the fuck? What is that? The Last of Waifus. Oh my god, dude. I would boot that up just out of curiosity alone. Oh, that's hilarious. Shout out to you, Mr. Spanglish. I appreciate you. Thank you for the gifted game. We are nearing almost 1,000 games on Steam. Is that a game? Yes, that's a game, apparently. Apparently. UAF Omega for a 5 says, don't listen to the blasphemers. Hypnochair is love. Hypnochair is life. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Old Man Cat for a 5. Melody Johnson needs a new rank. Money Shot Cleaner Queen. Man, Melody Johnson, she knows. She knows already. She knows. All right. Let's go over to Rumble really quick and check the last couple of super chats. What do we got? We got Adam Juman for $1 says JDA is a Nazi furry, according to Adam Juman. And then Adam Juman for $1 says now back to playing Expedition 33. See, that is much better use of your time. Seriously, I agree. Oh, by the way, I started doing the side content in Expedition 33, and I found like 2 or 3 new areas, and I did them. Bro, the side content in the game is amazing. It's amazing. I don't understand how that game is $45. I just don't. I don't. Considering the amount of content in the game, how it looks, how it plays, how it sounds, the story, I don't get it. It's an amazing value. It really, truthfully is. Mr. Spanglish Coffee for $1. This episode of Hypnocast is brought to you by the Walt Disney Company. Hey, the fuck? Experience the joy and magic that have brought families together for generations. Start your Disney journey now at Disney.com. What the fuck? Absolutely not. Adair Soto for $1. Hypnotic, the best VTuber. No. No, I am not. I do not classify myself as such. We got Sergeant Sapien for a 2. Hypno JT or Smashnotic. I think Smashnotic sounds cooler, to be honest with you. But that's me personally. All right, guys, listen. I called out everybody. Thank you. What the fuck is going on, bro? This is like the 5th. This is like the 5th gifted game. This is the 5th. This is the 5th gifted game. What is this? We got. I don't know who this is on YouTube. I don't want to say their name on Steam because I don't know who this is. But they just gifted me Blood and Bacon, a co-op shooter. with one white protagonist, one black protagonist. Smash JT would definitely be the black guy for sure. And he said, now you and JT can play more things together. What the fuck is going on, bro? How are we at 5 gifted games on Hypnocast? This doesn't happen on Hypnocast. This happens on Griftcast, not Hypnocast. And then Cookie Kaiju says, one of my all-time favorite games, good luck and have fun, gifted Dredge, the complete edition. I've never heard of this. What is Dredge? What is Dredge? Single-player fishing adventure with a sinister undercut or undercurrent. What? Interesting. That's different. I will check that out, especially if it's one of your favorite games. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. And Eric Jenkins with a 199. Hypno is a VTuber. He will admit it one day. No. No, I won't. All right, guys. We are fully caught up everywhere. Thank you so much for the insane support. You guys are absolute legends. I appreciate you in every way. Let's get into the content. And we are going to start off. What do we want to start off with? Let's start off with, man, the world is literally on fire. The world is on fire. Let's start off with Microsoft. How about that? So, If you guys are not aware, Microsoft has officially announced that they are going to be raising their prices. Let me take the waifu off screen really quick. Microsoft has announced that they are going to be raising their prices. Okay, so Microsoft is going to raise the price for all Xbox Series consoles, accessories, and video games. Now, what is this, ladies and gentlemen? Right? What is this? So, this is Microsoft seizing an opportunity. This is Microsoft telling themselves, hey, I know we are the worst selling console of the entire generation for 2 generations in a row. The answer to that is to raise our prices because Nintendo did it. And clearly we have the same value proposition as Nintendo in the minds of Microsoft, right? People are taking this story and they're blaming one of 2 things, or maybe both, but I've only ever seen one of 2 things. They're either blaming Nintendo or they're blaming Trump. They're blaming the tariffs or they're blaming Nintendo, okay? The only person to blame here is Microsoft, flat out, okay? Because Microsoft is the one that is deciding to do this. Microsoft's consoles, right now, this was the opportunity to say, you know what? Because we know that prices aren't really increasing. We know that. We know that for the most part, their bottom dollar is not really being affected that much at all. We know that they're making all the money in the world for the most part. Give or take here and there. Nowhere near as much as, obviously, you know, Sony or PlayStation or Nintendo. But I mean, Microsoft as a company, they got all the money in the world. Maybe not the game sector, but they definitely got all the money in the world. So they're fine. But this was an opportunity as a company to say, you know what? You know what? Everybody's raising their prices. We are not going to raise our price. This was their opportunity, right? This was their opportunity to say, we're not going to raise our price. We're going to keep it just as, and we will be the console that offers the most value to the consumer. And we are going to stick by our Game Pass segment. We are going to stick by all that. And we're going to keep it exactly where it's at. But obviously, they're not going to do that. And we already knew they were not going to do that, right? Just like Sony's not going to do that. Sony's going to raise their prices on everything also. They've already started raising their prices on PlayStation Plus, and they're going to start raising their prices on the hardware. It's only a matter of time. I cannot wait to see a $1,000 PS5 Pro without a disc drive. I can't wait to see it. But anyway, that's besides the point. So Microsoft is raising the prices on damn near everything. Let's see what exactly is going on price-wise with all of this nonsense, okay? So let's start off with the basics. So we got an Xbox Series S 512 gig console that is going from $299.99 to $379.99. That's an $80 price increase. Then you got an Xbox Series S 1 terabyte, which is going from $349.99 to $429.99. Okay. Then you got an Xbox Series X digital, which is increasing from $449 to $549. They are increasing the console $100. All right. But it keeps getting better. Xbox Series X increased from $499 to $599. That is a $100 price increase. But that's not the worst of it. Xbox Series X, the 2 terabyte Galaxy Special Edition, is going to increase from $599 to $729.99. That is a $129 increase. A $130 increase on the 2 terabyte system for the Xbox Series X. Wow. Wow. Where do we even begin, bro? Where do we did somebody say Steam sale? Did somebody say Steam sale? Holy fuck. And then, wait, it gets even better, right? So the Xbox accessories. And keep in mind, this is where manufacturers make the most of their money. They make it on accessories because the accessories are actually very cheap to, the cost of them are very cheap compared to like the software or even some of the main hardware. The accessories is where they make their money. So Xbox wireless controller core is $64.99, no change. No change. The wireless controller colored is $69.99, no change. The wireless controller special edition is $79.99, no change, right? Now we get to where the changes are. The wireless controller limited edition is increasing from $79.99 to $89.99. The Xbox Elite wireless controller Series 2 is increasing from $139 to $149. And then the Xbox Elite wireless controller Series 2 full is increasing from $179 to basically $200. The Xbox stereo headset is staying the same at $64.99. And the Xbox wireless headset is increasing from $109 to $120. Wow. Okay, so that's not even the best part. That's not even the best part. So the best part about all of this is that Xbox is going to be officially raising the price of their video games. They're going to raise the price of their video games. Now, here's the thing. In case you guys are wondering, gee, Hypnotic, when does this take effect? When does this price increase take effect? You know when it takes effect? Now. Right now. It literally takes effect right now. On May 1st, the price increases have taken effect already. So, with that being said, when it comes to the actual video games, it says you'll have to pay $80 to $100 more for the console, obviously going forward, and that the games will be $80. The games are going to be $80 around holiday time. Now, you're probably wondering, why are they waiting for the holiday season? Well, I'll tell you why they're waiting for the holiday season. It's because, quite frankly, what they do during the holiday season is that they put their games on sale. Right? They put their games on sale. What the fuck? Another gifted game. They put their games on sale. So maybe, usually their sale price is like what? $20, $30, whatever. But now if they bump the MSRP of their games during the holiday season, they can then bump up their sale prices of their video games during the holiday season. And then it'll make it seem like they're doing you a favor because the game is only going to be like $30, $40 anyway. And they're going to be like, well, it's half off because the new price is $80, right? And you know what's hilarious to me is that if this was really about saving money, if this was really about the increased cost of development and all that stuff, if this was really about that, then the pricing of digital games would be different at the bare minimum. But it doesn't seem like that's going to be the case. I haven't seen any confirmation that Microsoft is going to be selling digital games for $70 and physical games for $80. I haven't seen any confirmation of that whatsoever. So it seems like all of it is going to be $80 no matter what. If somebody has a different bit of information, I would love to see it, but as of right now, I haven't found it. It says on the software side, Microsoft said the increase to $79.99. Oh, here we go. Wait. Here we go. The increase of $79.99 will apply to both digital and physical versions of some new games this holiday season. There's your answer. There is your answer.
Holy shit.
So they are going to be increasing the price of not just the physical, but they're also going to be increasing the price of the digital, something that costs them literally nothing to sell. Nothing to sell, because you're just selling the digital license, and that's literally it. You're saving money on your obviously the physical copies. Bro, that is a massive L. Yes, I agree. I will give you 5 seconds to spam the chat right now with L's for Microsoft, because this is hilarious, by the way. It is hilarious. You know why it's hilarious? Because I already don't. Now, again, this is me personally. I know there's millions of people out there that do. So don't worry about what I'm saying. This is my own personal opinion. But there is no value proposition in an $80 brand new game for about 98% of new games that come out. There is zero value proposition. Zero, right? For 98% of the games. There are those 2% that maybe you can have an argument with. Maybe. But for the most part, there is not a single video game that is worth an $80 MSRP price tag. Pretty much almost none. And I have an even harder time trying to accept that value proposition when you have a video game like Clair Expedition 33. That game is currently on sale for $45 on Steam. I don't know about anywhere else, but on Steam it is $45 brand new. And that game has 30 to 60 plus hours. That's another fucking game. 30 to 60 plus hours of content for $45. So what does this ultimately all say, right? For me, what this says is that Xbox truly, without a shadow of a doubt, is not trying to compete on the hardware spectrum at all. This is just spelling the beginning of the end for Xbox in the hardware race, in my opinion. It would be one thing if you were PlayStation and you were raising your price and you were the second best-selling console in the world, behind the Nintendo Switch, which is the #1 selling console. But you are Xbox. You are damn near ignored by almost all of Japan, let alone the rest of the world. You are by far the worst selling console out of all three. And yet you are choosing to raise your price as if you can compete with all three anyway. That is stupid. I can understand that if they want to raise the price of their software, because they're genuinely trying to be a software company. That's what they're trying to do. And they're trying to become a publishing-only company. They're trying to focus solely on Game Pass. And I see this as a means of them raising the price of their hardware in order to push people, and their software, in order to push people to Game Pass, because you already know what's about to happen. I don't got to spell it out. I don't got to spell it out to any of you. I already know you guys are smart enough to know what's about to happen. But for the people watching on Hypnotic Live in this clip right now, I'll just spell it out. Microsoft is absolutely going to raise the price of Game Pass again. It's only a matter of time. They're going to raise the price of Game Pass to match the price raising of everything else that they're doing. Game Pass is going to go up in price because that's where they want people. They want people there. They want people in Game Pass. That's what they want, which is why they were advertising that this is an Xbox, this is an Xbox, that's an Xbox, your toaster's an Xbox, your TV's an Xbox. They are doing that because they want people to go to Game Pass. They don't care about you being a supporter of their product, their consoles anymore. I think that's been pretty obvious. I think even some of the most hardcore Xbox fans out there can admit that Xbox as a company doesn't give a fuck about you and your support for their hardware. They only want you in their Game Pass. That's literally it. They only care whether or not you subscribe to Game Pass. That's what they care the most about right now. So at this point, I think it's hilarious that Xbox thinks that they can match the pricing of Nintendo and the strategy of Nintendo when they can't even compete at 1/10 of what Nintendo has been able to do from a hardware perspective and an accessory perspective too. We're not even talking about the accessories. Nintendo sells an ungodly amount of accessories. Xbox, the only thing they really sell is probably their controllers. Their controllers, everybody uses them for like PC a lot of the time, unless they want to buy a third-party controller. But that's basically it. Like the controller is probably the hottest selling accessory they have. So what are we really doing here at this point? I don't even know. But I saw this and I was like, dude, I gotta tell you, this is genuinely fucking hilarious. And this is just one of like a ton of different things that are happening today. But if you are an Xbox user, I just hope that you understand that by Xbox doing this, they made it very clear they have zero plans to compete. Just so you're aware, they have zero plans to compete. There will be no competition coming from Xbox on a hardware perspective anymore. I don't even care about the next console race. I haven't for a long time. But this, in my opinion, this is me taking Xbox saying, we're out. We're done. We're going to go to Game Pass. We're going to go to whatever. That's what it's going to be. Am I lagging again? What is going on? Why does it do that? Am I lagging again? I shouldn't be lagging. Am I lagging? What the fuck? Uh-oh. Microsoft is angry. My connection is crap? No, it's not. My connection is not crap. My connection is not crap. It'll pass. Maybe it is Microsoft. It could be Microsoft. It'll pass. It'll pass. Don't worry. It'll pass. I don't know why it does this. I think what it is that I'm probably streaming to way too many places. I think I'm streaming to way too many places right now. That's the problem. I think it passed. Pretty sure it passed. Yeah, it passed. Yeah, it passed. All right, we're good. Are we good? Phil Spencer's trying to take the stream down? I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. I think we're good. Click the live tab. Click the live tab to make sure it's live so you catch up to the lag. You're talking about Microsoft? That's probably what it is. I'm cutting in and out. The fuck's going on with that? They're trying to shut this down? Maybe. Maybe. Someone's DDoSing me? No, that's not happening at all. That's not what it is. I think what it is that I'm streaming to too many places. I'm probably going to have to stop. Let me see. Is everything on Rumble fine? Is Rumble fine? It's just YouTube? Is it just YouTube? Well, I mean, I can't just stop. I don't have Temu internet. I have 2400 Mbps upload and download speed. It could be Twitch. How can I stop Twitch? Let me see. I don't know if I could just stop Twitch randomly like that. Let me see. How can I do this? Stream manager. How do I do that? Live chat works, videos buffering. Oh, I think the Twitch stream went down. I don't even see the stream live anymore. Bro, people are saying that on Rumble everything is fine. Guys, refresh the stream. People are refresh the stream. If you refresh the stream, it works. I just did it myself. Oh, now it's going in and out again. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what to do.